3, listening, understanding body language, and I'd say listening again. With listening, there's so many different forms of listening. You've got attentive listening, you've got the I'm listening, which a lot of managers tend to use. You've got the empathetic listening. But the listening that a manager needs with both an individual and a team is he needs to listen to the whole person, which is where the body language aspect comes in. Everybody thinks they're a body language expert. You know, I'm scratching my nose, so I must be lying. But no, I've got an itchy nose. But what you should be doing is you should be understanding what we call body clusters. So if somebody's sat like this, doesn't necessarily mean that, you know, they're closing off. It just might mean that they're cold or they're comfortable with their arms crossed. It's everything in total. So I'm listening to you, I'm understanding the thing that you're saying to me, but I'm also looking at the way that you're talking. And your feet are pointing away from the door, your body is slightly turned away from me, you're talking like this. So this is a whole body cluster. And what this means is I'm not particularly interested in the conversation that's going on. So as a manager, I need to listen to the individual and I need to coach in a different way. And the way that managers should coach their staffs is you ask them a question, but you let them finish the answer. You don't immediately jump in. So let's say, for example, I'm having a review, a PDM review with one of my team, and the first, how was your day? Shut up, let them talk, because you'll see and hear so much from that first question. It's an open question. It allows them to talk to you. Then you can say, and how was that meeting that we had the other day? Stop, listen, find out. That was really interesting. Why do you think that? So you ask these questions in a coaching style, but with a manager's hat on, because what you're trying to do is glean information. So asking the right questions, listening to the answers, and watching the body language. From a team perspective, when you have team meetings, managers are so used to going in there and saying, well, I'm running the agenda, you're going to listen to me, this is what I have to say. Turn it around a little bit. Let your team take turns in running the agenda. You will find that you will learn so much more about your team by doing that, because it allows you to sit back and to look at what's going on and then pick up on different nuances, which then allows you to interact with the team in a more coaching, relaxed style. You're not dictating to them what they should do. You're asking them, well, what's your opinion? How would you do that differently? Why do you think that? Not necessarily everything goes in that order, but as a coaching manager, you're putting the priorities back on the team, you're giving the team control, you're empowering them to be able to run that meeting as they wish. And as a manager, from a coaching perspective, you will learn an awful lot out of that. The other thing, no AOBs. That's got nothing to do with coaching or anything, it's to do with team. Take the AOB out. Otherwise, teams will just talk and talk and talk and talk. And if you allow your teams to focus on the issues at hand, from a manager's perspective, you will pick up so much more. So that when you come out of that meeting and then you have your individual one-to-ones, you can then pick up, that was really interesting, you saying in the meeting today, why did you say that? But you say it in such a way that it's not accusing. So, why did you say that? No. Why did you think that? Why did you say that? And it's your tonality of your voice as well. So you will get more out of your team if you work with them in a coaching collaborative style than in a dictatorial high-ranking style. So those are my tips. Listen, good questions, and understand the whole of the body language and empowering your teams.